All right, example 6. So in this one, we have the same setup as before. We have a point, we transform it up, and we make a point cloud. So we now have 100 points, 0 to 99 pt number. We now make an ID of that with a pt num. So now we have an ID from 0 to 99 as well. We're then going to create some colors for these points. I'm just going to visualize this from the ID. With a color node, we're going to drop down to color type, random from attribute, and we're going to do the attribute to ID. This will give every point a random color based on ID. Next up, we're going to do what we want to take a look at in this tutorial, is the p-scale. So the p-scale is basically, if you imagine each point or each particle have a encapsulating sphere around it. The p-scale is the diameter of this sphere. And this sphere is always, if you want to render a point, this sphere is what's going to be rendered. So if the point is super tiny, as you can see here on the screen, it still will have a radius around it, and that's what's going to be rendered. So the point isn't like representative of what will be rendered. The p-scale is. The default p-scale is 1. Even if you don't do anything, the point is going to render as a p-scale of 1. But we're going to create our own attribute here that is called p-scale. So we don't want to attribute create. We're going to put the name to p-scale, the type to float, and the value to 1. This ensures that our p-scale is now 1, basically. But we don't see any change here in the viewport. And why is that? Because the p-scale attribute is basically not something you see in the viewport. How we can visualize this is with a copy node. So yeah, the copy node basically uses points as template, and it copies on any geometry, any points, anything else onto the sphere. So if you have 100 points and want 100 spheres, you can just use the copy node and copy on one sphere, all points, and you get 100 spheres, basically. So let's switch to the copy node, and we can clearly see that our spheres are here onto each point. And they are basically using the p-scale now. So if you see here that the p-scale is here as 1, if I instead put it to 2, the p-scale is 2 on these spheres now. And if I put it to 0.1, the p-scale is 0.1. They are still there, they're just really tiny. Let's put it back to 1. So the p-scale we can play around with a lot, and it's always really nice to get some variety. You can do this a lot of ways. I'm going to show you first in this wrangle here a quick code, and then I'm going to show you quickly in a VOP. So with the wrangle, I'm not going to explain the code too much, but basically it will look like this. I'm going to switch to the wrangle. So we go, instead of this way, we go this way. So I'm going to switch to input 1. And as you can see, wow, now we have a lot of difference in our p-scale, which is pretty crazy. So this code is basically, I'm making a ramp. I'm fitting the IDs, and I'm making a ramp on it. So how we can do this with a VOP, I'm going to show this live. Hold on. So we're going to drop down a point VOP, and it's basically going to be the same result, pretty much. Let's pipe this in. So the switch now has input 2, which is our VOP. Let's go into our VOP. Let's think. Okay, so we have ID, and we can really much use the ID. So we can do a fit range. This is a bit overcourse because we haven't really gone over the VOPs too much, but I'm going to show you anyway. So we can do that, but actually we want to random, right? So we can do a random node, put that before. So the random does, it takes every ID and it outputs a value between 0 and 1 that is random for every point. And it grabs it back into fit, and we grab the values we grab in the fit is 0 to 1. And we have 0 to 99 in our IDs, right? And this basically means that, sorry. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna do that instead. Sorry, never mind. So how to export the attribute is we're gonna do a bind export. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna put p-scale, and we can do a ramp. Yeah, something like that. And then let's switch and see what happens. As you can see, we still have a really lot of, like, I don't know. I'm gonna do ramp to spline instead of color ramp. I'm just gonna put this up, make the ramp full, and now we can really control. So we can have a lot of small ones and a few big ones, or we can do the total opposite and have a lot of big ones and just a few small ones. It's very interesting what you can do with this, and it's really useful. So yeah, that's P scale basically. Yeah, on to the next tutorial. Bye.